here, Brian Baldinger, former offensive lineman, talking about his favorite running backs in this draft class to watch.
I counted 13 running backs that ran in the 4.4s or better, and one of those was Travion Henderson from Ohio State. And the thing that's interesting about Travion, when you watched him, I mean, yeah, he's going to break this and bust his 4.43 40. I mean, he is an explosive, really tightly wound athlete. He's a good pass protector. You saw him in Texas in the playoff game, taking that screen pass right before the half for 75 yards. He finished that. The thing that's interesting to me, Tom, is, you know, he only had 144 touches this year and averaged over 7 yards a carry. He split the time with Quinshon Judkins. So, like, he's not a lot of wear and tear, even though he's been in the program for 4 full years. And the other guy that I would say you got to take a look at is Ollie Gordon from Oklahoma State. Now, he's 226 pounds. He's a factor back. 2 years ago, 2023, when the Cowboys had a real quarterback, he ran for over 1,700 yards. I mean, he was unbelievable. Now, he went backwards some this year because they just really stacked the box on him. But this the guy is 226. He ran a 4.6. I think probably could run a little bit faster. But, I mean, the measurables are all there. The feet, the footwork, it's all there. I think if you want the big back, and I don't know who does it, if you want that big back, Ollie Gordon might be a guy that you can find, you know, not in the first round, but later on, because there's such great depth at this running back position.
And Damon, Gordon is the guy, at the beginning of the year, he was one of the favorites to win the Heisman based on what he did 2 years ago. That's a guy I'd listen out for in the 5th or 6th round with Andrew Berry, because I tend to agree with Baldinger. I think he suffered from what he had around him at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, for sure. Ollie Gordon's definitely an interesting prospect, running back. There are questions about the weight that he played at this year in comparison to last year in 2023. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how that plays out and what weight he kind of settles in at and what weight a potential team would want him to play at. But he is, what really stood out to me about him, he is really, he's lengthy. He's very tall for a running back. But yeah, there's a lot there to like when you turn on his tape. He can do a lot out of the backfield for a team.
When you look at the running backs, I kind of want the Browns to take one in the 2nd or 3rd because I want them to get a higher end, you know, and I realize it's deep. But again, I keep going back to they need playmakers on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they should take one early, and I would also be interested in them taking one later. And, you know, I think also because of the depth of the class, there's going to be some quality undrafted free agents as well. But they might just want to get ahead of that with how many picks that they actually have. They've got, you know, 12 picks this year. I don't expect them to use all of those draft picks, but if they were to, you know, throw one at a running back late in the 6th or 7th round, to kind of complement the skill sets of the guy that they take early, that would be something that would certainly interest me. Guys at the top that I really like, I mean, we're not going to be in the Ashton Genty area, and probably not Amarion Hampton either. He's a really dynamic running back. He's everything you want in the position as far as explosion and that kind of stuff. But I do really like the Iowa running back, Caleb Johnson. You know, watching that guy, he really does a nice job of being patient and setting up his blocks and knows when to hit the hole. And his feet are really tremendous. Has a lot of great lateral skills and can get north and south in a hurry. He's somebody that I would love for the Browns to have as their featured running back moving forward.